There's a big difference between an Amazon business and a business that sells on Amazon. Today, I'm going to be explaining the piece of the puzzle that your business might be missing. And if this helps you, please drop this video a quick like. Don't forget to subscribe right now so you don't miss more like this. Let's dive straight in. Now, you've probably heard the term 3PL lately. That stands for third-party logistics. And this is a way companies like yours and mine can use third parties for our logistics, that is storing and shipping our products. So by definition, Amazon FBA itself is a 3PL, but there are a lot of other 3PLs offering a myriad of advantages. Today, I want to share with you where a 3PL fits into your business, the advantages of using a 3PL, the costs of using one, as well as some options in the US, the UK, and Canada. Also, you can choose which is best for your business, and I am going to link all of those below. But first, I do need to explain the difference between a freight forwarder and a 3PL. Now, when you have manufactured your products with your supplier, let's say in China, they're going to make those goods ready for transport. A freight forwarder is then going to use their network of shipping companies, customs brokers to pick up your goods, transport them internationally, all the way to your final destination, such as FBA. And there are three primary ways you can choose your freight forwarder. I covered those in this video up here, but that is the function of a freight forwarder, is getting your goods to that final destination country. So where does a 3PL fit in? So your goods arrive at the destination country, they're cleared through customs, and this is the point where a 3PL comes in. Instead of your goods traveling direct to an Amazon FBA fulfillment center, they are sent to a 3PL warehouse. So now all of your inventory is sitting here at this 3PL warehouse with different FBA fulfillment centers scattered around nearby. But why would you do this, and what are the advantages of using a 3PL? Well, not all 3PLs are created equal. They each offer different services and options. However, using a 3PL of your choice, you may be able to switch to just-in-time inventory management. I want you to consider when supply chains have recently broken down, or instances where you're worried about hitting long-term storage fees, or where you've run out of stock and left sales on the table, or even where inventory storage and restock limits just pop up. Having your inventory located nearby like this and resupplying FBA like this in line with demand allows you flexibility, and it allows you to work around all of those issues. Using a 3PL, you can also de-risk listing and account issues. And this one is close to my heart because I've been through the ringer with issues like this. But having a whole lot of inventory in the FBA fulfillment centers does put it at risk in a sense if something were to happen to that product's listing or to your account as a whole. Because if your inventory is kept outside of Amazon at a 3PL that's nearby, then if something were to happen to your listing, you reduce the risk of stranded inventory. Also, you have that inventory with you already. You don't have to place a removal order that's going to take weeks. You have that inventory, you can make adaptations, or you could even sell that inventory elsewhere. And using a 3PL may also allow you to ship to one fulfillment center every time. If you've ever created a shipping plan and received 2 fulfillment center addresses that you need to ship to in one shipping plan, you know how frustrating that is, and it raises the cost of that international shipping quote, because at the end of that inventory's travels, it has to be split and go to 2 destinations. There is one setting in Seller Central you can turn on for this, but you do have to pay for it, and that's called the inventory placement service. It ensures you get one warehouse every time. But this problem's common when you're doing very big shipping plans, sending large amounts of inventory in one plan. But if you use a 3PL, you've got the bulk of your inventory nearby, and because you're doing these local smaller shipments into FBA, you're often going to get one warehouse every single time. Of course, using a 3PL also gives you multi-channel fulfillment from one inventory hub. Let's say alongside your Amazon sales, you also want to integrate sales from your own website or any other sales channel. Well, a 3PL can often offer you these services and fulfill those customer orders They often even have software that integrates with your website, for example, with Shopify. And with a 3PL nearby, you could also fulfill FBM orders on Amazon if you wish. And a side note, for those of you interested in selling on Walmart, you may not resupply your WFS, Walmart Fulfillment Services inventory, from FBA. So having a 3PL is going to allow you to resupply your Walmart inventory. In short, you can fulfill every type of order from this one inventory pool very easily. And using a 3PL, you may be able to get a local return address. If you don't have a physical address in your Amazon market, let's say you're doing this from abroad, then you may run into issues in terms of FBA returns. Remember, if a customer orders your FBA product and then returns it, it's going back to Amazon where they decide the reason for that return, as per this video up here. But then, if that unit is no longer sellable, it becomes stranded. And you can deal with that stranded inventory by destroying it with Amazon at a cost or placing a removal order, but that needs to go to a local return address. And some 3PLs will allow you to return products to them in this way. Therefore, you could use the 3PL's address. So what is the cost of using a 3PL? Now, this one needs an example product, so I'm going to use the exact dimensions of one of my products. Let's say your product measures 6 by 4 by 2 inches and it weighs 0.85 pounds. You send 3,000 units to a 3PL. And here are all the specific details if you do want to pause this. But this is based on real numbers, and I got quotes from 2 different 3PLs, ShipHype and Unicargo, came out to practically the exact same numbers. So here are the costs. Storage per pallet, $40 a month. Palletizing, that's if you need your cartons, which hold individual units inside, if you need those big cardboard boxes placed onto pallets for you. Not all of you will need this, as some of your shipments will already be palletized. But if we were to do this for all of our cartons, we need 3 pallets. So that would be $45 because it's $15 per pallet. Forwarding to FBA. This includes 2 fees. Prepping and labeling for FBA, that's $10 per request. And a forwarding fee between $1 and $20, but it is $20 to forward a full pallet. So if each time we choose to resupply Amazon with 1,000 units, that's a full pallet, that's going to cost us $30 here, 10 plus 20. And then your local shipping fee, and this really means from the 3PL to Amazon FBA. Now if we use Zone 4 as an example here, that comes out to $700 to $800 to ship a full pallet, 1,000 units. That is 73 cents a unit. But just note on this one, this is a leg of the journey your products would have to travel anyway, even if you weren't using the 3PL. But we're going to include and exclude it at the end here. So let's say all of your inventory is sitting here at the 3PL and you resupplied Amazon as follows. Here are the costs. So month 1, let's say we send nothing in to FBA. Let's say we already have inventory at FBA. So everything sits at our 3PL for that full month. That comes out to $120 of storage fees. In month 2, we immediately ship 1 pallet into FBA. And so we only have 2 pallets left. That is $80 of storage for month 2. We're also paying that $30 forwarding fee to send that single pallet to FBA. And month 3, we repeat that. So now we have 1 pallet left there, charging us $40 storage per month. And again, a $30 FBA forwarding fee. And lastly, month 4, we ship that last pallet in for a $30 forwarding fee. And so if your shipment is already palletized, so you don't need palletizing, and you don't include that shipping leg from the 3PL to FBA, then this comes out to $330 of 3PL charges. That is 11 cents per unit. And if you include palletizing, that's 375 3PL charges, 13 cents a unit. And if we add to that the local shipping piece of 73 cents per unit, then this comes out to 84 cents per unit. But in short, for 3 pallets of inventory, once your inventory has arrived at that 3PL, for the rest of that inventory's journey, it's going to cost you likely between 70 cents and $1 per unit. So what are the best 3PLs? Let's look at the US. First, you have 3PLs like AP Prep. Now they focus on receiving, storing, and replenishing inventory to Amazon FBA. That is their key focus. So if that is all you need, I highly recommend them, and I use this 3PL. Then we have ShipBob. Now this is an all-in-one. They do FBA replenishment, but they also do multi-channel fulfillment. They also offer specialized services like product bundling. While I don't currently use them, I have used them in the past, and I'm going to drop a link to them below. Then we have Red Stag. This is also an all-in-one, and they also specialize in handling special handling and heavy products. And then there's Fulfilled. This is another all-in-one, but they do specialize in cost-effective order fulfillment. So if your main goal is actually order fulfillment, let's say from your website, then they're a very good option too. Then moving on to the UK, we have Direct to EU, WePrep FBA, and UK pre-fulfillment, and Canada. Here we have Ship Hype, AMZ Prep, and Evolution Fulfillment. Now that you know about 3PLs, please do drop this video a quick like for me, subscribe so you don't miss our next upload, and before you go, please comment below for me. Do you currently use a 3PL, and which one? I would love to see everyone's experiences there, and I will catch you in the next video.